Hey there, I know one of the things that a lot of racers struggle with, especially with getting started with video, it's something that isn't unique to racers, it's really for anyone who's doing video, but it can be really hard to get started. And one of the biggest fears, of course, is just feeling like you look stupid or that people are gonna make fun of you. So let me give you reasons on both sides here, or talk about the whole issue. So that fear in ourselves, we just honestly need to get over it. And the reason why is because I want you to think about it this way, is that you're not doing this for you. You're doing it for your fans and for your potential sponsors. Because I want to ask you, if whether you're watching this, maybe you're 10 years old or maybe you're 65 years old, but if you are out there and you're doing something for somebody else, you just don't feel the same way as when you feel selfish, and it's really hard for us to be selfish. So I think that's something that definitely holds people back, is that thinking, hey, I'm just doing this for myself. But I've seen lots and lots of racers where they won't even ask for $5 for their race car, but man, their kid's selling Girl Scout cookies or something for their school, and they are hustling that stuff hard, right? And I'm sure you've seen it. And so take that into consideration when you think about whether it's relevant for you to do a video. Is there somebody that you can help with this? And just by promoting anything that you're promoting, you will be helping someone, and yes, you're gonna help yourself in the process. But I do have some tips so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable on camera, or just not look stupid on camera. And one of those is whatever topic you're going with, you want to make sure you research it just a little bit. And a lot of times I'll prepare. Actually, preparation is one of my things. So you want to research, let's say I'm talking about, I'm just looking for stuff on my desk here. If I'm gonna do an unboxing on a stapler, an unboxing video where I bought a stapler, I'm gonna do a little research. Well, there's a reason why I bought this thing in the first place. So that's something I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share what I researched and why I chose this item. Then, if I know some more things about it, sometimes it's a discoverability, especially with, you guys probably know that I'm a huge fan of unboxing videos. It's one of the easiest types of videos to do because you're literally just opening up a box. But back to not looking stupid. One is to just be prepared. I think another one is I see where people's personality changes. Now, I will tell you, as soon as a camera goes on, I tend to be louder, only because I know what it's like to struggle with sound when I'm editing later. So I'm projecting as if I'm talking to a whole room. But I can also guarantee you that if you meet me in person, I'm exactly the same person on video that I am in person. It's legit. And when I'm doing a video, and what I'm going to suggest to you is that when you're shooting a video, don't think about it like you're talking to a camera. What you need to envision that there's a person. There's a real person on the other side of that camera. So where do you look? One of the ways people look stupid is when they're doing this, when they're looking some other weird direction and you don't know what's going on. It's because when we talk to people, we want to look them in the eye. So when you've got, depending on how you're shooting, if you're just starting out, you're more than likely shooting with a phone. So one awkward thing I see a lot of times is that people shoot in selfie mode and they look at themselves in the selfie mode rather than, I'm going to cover this up so you can see it, but you want to look, this is the camera on an iPhone right here, and you want to look at the lens of the camera, not at yourself. Otherwise it does seem, if you ever had those conversations where somebody's looking like this, it's like seriously awkward, right? So if that's where you're shooting is a selfie video, make sure you look at the camera lens. Let me show you where the other camera lenses are. So if you have some help and somebody is helping you with shooting, then this is where you want to look. You want to look right here at the lens at the back of the camera. So if someone is holding a camera at you like this or like this, be sure to look at that lens. Now, if you're using DSLRs, I shoot on whatever's available. So if there's a GoPro here, or I don't usually shoot myself with a GoPro, but I've shot on phones, I shoot on webcams, I shoot on regular cameras, and like when I'm shooting with a camera, this is where I'm looking right here. So just envision that you're having a conversation. If you want to, a nice little tip is to just put a Post-it note to, with an arrow so that you know where to look. And if you want to put a friend's name on it, then put a friend's name on your Post-it note and think about how you would talk about this item as a friend. That is going to help you immensely, and it helps you by not being fake. I think that's a big one, when people show up and they're fake and they're trying to be too like sportscaster-ish. And I just did something too that doesn't make you look great, is when you stumble on your words, the oohs and the ahs and the ums, you want to avoid those as much as possible. A pause is better than an And you always have those filler words. I have them too. Things like and or so, just to fill the air. It happens, it is part of being real, but try to limit your ums and your ahs as much as possible. So one way to be prepared that way is to make a few notes, just some bullet points. Tend to, any of the videos I'm making, I do plenty where I'm just kind of talking to a camera, but, you see, I just did an right there, now I'm all super self-conscious about it. But I will say that anytime I've done product videos for years now, and one thing I would do is I would set up a whiteboard or a big piece of paper with just some bullet points on it that I'd want to make sure that I talked about. So if you're doing a product video, that's a really easy thing to do. Whether you want to do a note card like I have, I guess I've shot so many videos now, maybe I've just added some confidence that I'm okay with saying, you know what, let me check my notes really quick. I will do that, and that's not a problem, and that is up to you, but I know that that's how I really am. And so I just share that coming through the camera, and I know that it attracts the people that would like me in person are the same people that would like me on camera, and I roll with that. So really get beyond yourself. My big message is don't let the fear hold you back, because not only are you holding yourself back, you are holding back an opportunity for someone else. And what I mean is, whether it's your fan, whether it's a sponsor or a potential sponsor, you are holding yourself back from that opportunity with a concern that really isn't solid. So I would love to see you make your first video. If you haven't done it already, feel free to tag me on any of my channels, and I'm here to help you. If you've got a question about video, definitely drop in a comment wherever you're seeing this, and I thank you so much for watching. I definitely want to see you make your first video. Have a great day. See you in another video.